This is my 3UZ swapped IS300 drift car, and I put an automatic back in it. It has been 3 months since we filmed our first video about this car, and a lot has happened, so let's get into it. First try. So the last time we filmed this car, I hadn't put anything into it. Since then, I have the cooler put in, the transmission is obviously put in, the shifter is in, the clutch pedal sensor is in, drive shaft done, the transmission mount's done, everything mechanically is done, except for the exhaust, but we'll get to that. So now all that's left to do is show you guys how it works. All right, so I never got my brake pedal switch wired up, so that pretends to be my brake pedal. And now I can put it and drive with that button. We can see here, it's in first. First is super short. We're gonna shift up to second. And because it's an automatic, we go. This car is gonna blow your fucking mics out.
Is it that loud?
It's So it's running and driving, but it is far from being done. I still haven't done the exhaust yet, and the transmission needs some adjustments to shift faster, better, smoother. My keypad isn't mounted, so I need to do that. The ECU hasn't been mounted yet, so I'll get to that. Everything else is done. I'm pretty close on this. Pretty close. It's the last 10% that takes 90% of the effort, right? Or the time. Fuck, I hope it doesn't take another 90% of time. Enough talking though, let's get to some action and show what's under the hood. Wow, you got a double pumper in your long block?
Double pump? It's squirty.
Wait, it's a transmission swap. Can't see anything up here. So this process took a lot longer to do than I was expecting. I did not intend for this to take 3 months. So I have missed 3 events. Maybe 4, I don't remember. It's been a lot, it's been a long time. But for Ascend, Down to Earth, PPAR, Ascend event, my tuner let me borrow his car since mine wasn't done and it was at his shop. And I took that out, did some rips in it. It was kind of falling apart, but I fixed it up thanks to Kyle at PPAR. He's got an E36 junkyard. We put a new muffler on it because that thing was falling off. We put new exhaust mounts on it. I replaced his lug stud that was all fucked up. I gave him some new lug nuts since one of them had a socket stuck on it. And I broke his motor mount arm, so we replaced that as well. So I did buy a thermostat for the oil cooler on the transmission. I didn't think that I needed to put it in because I'm only going to drive this car during the summer. However, it still doesn't get up to operating temperature, and I don't even have a fan. Apparently, this is just a really good oil cooler. If I'm just sitting there, it'll cool it all the way down to 140, 150. I did do some laps in this at Sturgis. And I did get it up to about 180, 185, hot lapping it, or as much as you can there. You gotta do a lap, maybe wait in line, doesn't matter. So exhaust, thermostat, mount some things on the inside of the car, figure out the clutch delay issue, and rip. So everybody always wants to know, how much does an 8 HP swap cost? So I'm gonna break it down for you guys. To start, the transmission itself, I bought on eBay. It's an 8 HP 70 out of an N63 BMW rear wheel drive, and it cost $420.69. ish. The UZ to 8HP70 adapter kit that I bought from Domiworks cost $1,325. The drive shaft adapter to run a 1350 yoke was $165.04. The drive shaft itself was $300, partially because I brought in an old drive shaft and they just cut it and put a new end on it, which helps with the price. I pulled a BMW N63 550i exhaust out of the junkyard, $134.48. The oil cooler was $69.66. The oil cooler line adapter, that was $96.04. The tablet and the power adapter for my dash was $187.93. Fluid and the filter, which is also the pan, was $177.96. Transmission bushing that I bought off of Amazon for a GM whatever was $14.99. The AN lines and fittings for the cooler cost $105.14. Shifter was $300. I had to put a low profile breather on the transmission to fit well. That was only $10. And the clutch pedal position sensor was $79.99. Got the keypad for park, reverse, neutral, and drive for $438.76, ouch. And then the max ECU costs $2,279.27. Wiring and tuning cost me roughly $4,600. So, oh wait, I never added this up. So, you're good at arithmetic, right?
False. No.
Let's see, my old total was $5743.86. And then we're another $3,400 for the wiring and tuning. So that's $9143.86. $9,143.86. Fuck. But I did sell the old transmission out of it, the C0009. Sold that for $1,000. I sold my old W58 with the UZ adapter kit for $800, and I sold my old Link ECU for $1,300. My cost is about $6,000 after selling shit. So with the IS300 almost done, I could work on this, I could work on my truck, I could work on my trailer, but instead I bought another IS300 shell because I can't get enough of working on this apparently. I didn't realize how flimsy, oh my God, because there's nothing on the inside of this. Interesting, I could have just died. So for basically free, I got an IS300 shell, and the long-term plan is to essentially turn this into a comp car. I'm gonna have it completely gutted, cage, tube front and rear, fiberglass everything, and I want to get the weight down to 3,000 pounds with me in it, which might be hard because that 8HP70 weighs 250 pounds. I'm also gonna pull the glass out. I'm gonna put Lexan in there, and I'm gonna gut the doors, and I'm gonna try to do fiberglass skins on the doors. I'm gonna do everything I possibly can to get this fat bitch down to an acceptable weight so that I'm faster, so I don't have to run as big of tires, so the tires last longer, so I can have snappier transitions, and so that everybody else can eat the dust off the line. Fucking Corvettes. Hate Corvettes. And Z's. I'm a hater. I ain't shy. I don't hate the people, I hate the cars. Corvette sometime. You can go either way. This isn't gonna get done for a long time. This is probably a year or two down the road, but I have it. I'm gonna start working on it. Subscribe if you want to see me go into depth on my car. In the next video, we're going to be taking a closer look at some of the things that I've done, that has happened, and from there on out, I'm going to be doing more working, more driving. I'm cool, so you should follow me, whatever. That's it, I'm done.